I hope by the time you leave my office, you feel even just the littlest bit better. My name is Dr. Calliope, by the way. I just have a couple questions to ask you, if you don't mind. Okay. What are we seeing you here for today? Okay, so this is just primarily a checkup. Nothing out of the ordinary going on. Okay, and are you taking any medications at all? I do have a little list, but I just want to double check. Okay. Excellent. And any chronic conditions, anything like asthma, diabetes, arthritis, anything like that? Okay. Okay, let me just take a little peek at your medical history for a second. Okay, we're up to date on vaccinations, screenings. Okay, very good. You have been quite attentive to your health. Let's go ahead and just start with a head to toe approach, a top to bottom, if you don't mind. Okay. Do you mind if I start by looking at your scalp? Okay. So let me just grab my comb here, and I'm just going to kind of pick through things a bit. And I am looking at the health of the scalp. I'm looking at the hair quality, the texture. Good. And we're just kind of looking around at the edges here. Edges around the ears. Okay, good. Right. Would you mind just turning a bit for me so I can look at the back of your head? Thank you. Okay, nothing crazy here, just picking up little pieces and moving them around. Seeing little bits of the scalp, if we have any psoriasis, alopecia, patches of oiliness, dryness, flakiness. If we have any sort of lesions, if we have any spots that maybe we need to take a closer look at. Okay, and that looks good, so you can go ahead and turn back and face me. Okay, so why don't we take a look at your face, if you don't mind. I'm going to do a visual inspection to start. And we're just going to take this magnifying glass and do a little bit of a peek. Nothing crazy, just seeing if we need to hone in anywhere in particular. Good. So, you seem to be very regular with your appointments. That's excellent. I'm glad that you've made your health a priority. What's up? It's a very relaxing process. Well, that certainly would aid in keeping you on schedule. I'm very glad to hear that. I hope that we can make this a very relaxing process as well. So, just taking a look, keeping an eye rather, and we're looking for skin damage. I'm looking for any moles or freckles. We are looking for wounds. Okay. And would you mind just stretching out the front of the neck so that we can look at the neck and under the jaw? Thank you. That's wonderful. Okay. Nothing out of the ordinary there. So, I would love to do a little palpation of the face now. So I'm going to feel for any abnormal textures, and we'll also get the lymph nodes, the sinuses. Okay. All right. Good. I'm going to be very gentle here. Do let me know if there's anywhere that's painful or tender. Your skin is quite soft. Good elasticity. Very supple. Good. Nose here. Good. Yes, it looks like you take very good care of your skin, which is excellent. Really like to see that. Okay. No, I'm not seeing any patches of textural difference. And this all looks very nice. Okay, so I'm going to do a little tapping on your face here. Tap, 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 tap. Are you feeling any pain here? Okay, so those are the frontal sinuses. Let's do that at the point. Just tapping along here on this side. Okay. And how about this side? All good? Okay, so right up along the bridge of the nose. Okay. Frontal, ethmoid, and maxillary. Nothing here. No. Okay, well, let's go ahead and check our lymph nodes. Yeah, the occipital nodes back here. Post-auricular, pre-auricular, maxillary and mandibular, okay, the anterior cervical, posterior cervical, and deep cervical chain here. And then supraclavicular Okay. Lymph nodes, non-tender, and sinuses, non-tender. There we go. Very good. I am going to grab the stethoscope real quick. We're going to come to the neck real quick, and then we'll jump back up. We're going to take a listen to your carotid artery here. So, if I could just have you take a deep breath in, and just hold that breath so that I don't hear the breath sounds through the throat. And exhale. Right here. Deep breath in. Hold. And exhale. Let's take a listen to the temporal arteries here. So, no need to breathe in any special way. Good. And then right here. Right here. Put that back for now. Now, we have some other places to hit on the face. So, I am going to take a look at your eyes, if you don't mind. And I'm going to be very gentle here. I want to see clear sclerae with a grayish white color. I want to see equal, round, reactive to light pupils, pupillary response. I want to see intact eyebrows and eyelashes. Good. And pink, moist, lacrimal glands here. And pink and moist conjunctival tissue as well. If I could have you just look up to the ceiling real quick. Good, just keep looking up. Good. Okay. Now, if you could look down towards the floor. There we go, down. Just look down. Good. Okay. Would you mind doing a few blinks for me? Just gonna get real up close. Blink. 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 Good. Blink. 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 Okay. Very good. Now, let's grab this right here. We'll give it just a second to warm up, and we are going to look at your pupillary response. We'll look at your eyes, so I'm actually going to just keep this light right here, and I just want to take a look at the eyes with this very little bit of light. Okay. Good. Just a little bit. Go. Now, mind just looking at my nose. Just look at my nose. Okay, I know that's quite bright. Just keep looking at my nose. Good. Good, okay. Keep looking right here. Keep looking right there. but your eyes are reacting beautifully. Just wonderfully. Okay, completely on my nose right here. Alright, can you look at this spot right here? Back to my nose. And what about right here? Good. Now can you look at this light? Alright, follow the light using only your eyes without moving your head. Bring it in and out. Just do the best that you can here. Good. Just keep following this. It's a little quick, I know. It's a little quick. Reminds me of the movement of our little fairy friend in Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, Navi. Hey, listen. In and out, just this little light. Good, okay. Let's try to do this real slow now, okay? Real slow. Just some back and forths. Good. How about some ups and downs? Yes. Excellent. Okay. How about diagonal movement? Oblique movement. How about that? Okay. On the other side. There we go. Good. That's very good. And how about we do some tracing here? Just do the best you can. Good. Now in a circle. Okay. We're going to bring this in and out and in, out, in, out. Okay, and this side in, out, very slow, in, out, good, in, out. Okay. Can you just look at my nose right here, real quick? Okay, we're gonna check a little light reflex here. Make sure your eyes are in alignment. Very good. Okay, that's great. Tell me, when's the last time you have had an eye examination where your visual acuity was measured? Very good. And do you wear glasses, contacts, reading glasses? Okay. And did they talk about maybe needing any of those visual aids in the future? Okay. I do find it quite funny. I find it quite amusing that it is quite normal for humans to not have very good vision at all. And we kind of pay almost a subscription service to be able to use our eyes like other people, may get glasses or contacts. It's a little funny to me. So, our cranial nerves, 2, 3, 4, 6. Tact. Good. Okay, and upon inspection, very good. Okay. Do you mind if I take a peek in your nose? It'll be real quick. This light has been a little persnickety as of late. Gotta give it just a little bit of encouragement. That'll do the job. Okay. If I could have you dip your head up. And there. Let's take a little look. Oh. We'll get it done while we still have light. And have to pick up some batteries, I think. Oh. There we go. Alright, so the tissue walls look good, pink and moist. I don't see any signs of irritation. When I have some light, I can see the turbinates, and they look alright. Septum looks good, non-deviated, intact. Now, your mouth. I could have you open your mouth real wide, and if you could stick out your tongue. There we go. So I'm just going to put that right there. And let's take a peek. So buccal mucosa looks good. Those tissues look good. Right, from what I can see of the teeth, they look good. We'll check in a second. And pharyngeal wall, clear, no cobblestoning, no irritation, no distension of the tonsils there. Okay, would you mind saying ah for me? Okay, you feel it looks good. Good. And now I'm just going to take a look at your tongue as well as your teeth. There we go, good. Now could you lift your tongue to the roof of your mouth for me, please? There we are. Okay, that looks good. Okay, go ahead and close your mouth. Let's take a few notes here. Got a little overzealous there. There's one spot on your face, on your head, that we haven't hit yet. Let's go ahead and do that. So, tap, 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 tap. There we go. I'm going to take a little look at your ears, okay? Just go ahead and stay still. I'll make sure not to run into you. Got a little pivot point here. Music quite a bit. Do you frequent concerts? And do you work near, live near construction sites? Okay, do you attend loud events? Okay. ringing in the ears. Okay. Do you experience any sort of itchiness or pain in the ears? Okay. Any discharge at all? Alright. And do you feel like your hearing has changed at all? Okay. Good. It's good to hear. And have you had a formal hearing test lately? Okay. When do you think the last time you had one? Okay. Okay, good. So, our ear canal looks good. Tissues look nice, neutral, not irritated. We have a good tympanic membrane, pearly gray color, no perforation, no bulging, infection, anything like that. No water in the ears, which is good. So. And otoscopy. Or hearing. Good. I'm going to take a little peek at the ears, and I'm going to use our flashlight here. So I'm just going to look behind the ear. Good. Good. We're going to look at the cartilage. Good. Alright, that looks good. Now, let's bring this bad boy back out. Okay. I am going to start by listening to your heart. So, if I could have you just breathe normally for me. Okay. And we'll start here at the aortic valve, the pulmonic valve, the tricuspid, and mitral valve. Okay. And Erb's point right in the middle here. Good. And then we'll listen to your lungs. So I'm going to start at the apices. We're going to work our way down along the chest wall. So, take a deep breath in. And out. Good lung capacity. Deep breath in. And out. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. And out. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. And out. Deep breath in. And out. Okay. Do you mind turning around for me so I can listen to the posterior chest wall? Okay. Let's go ahead and do that again. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. Last row. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in. Okay. If you could go ahead and just turn back around real quick. Okay. So we are going to take a little listen to your abdomen now. And I don't need you to breathe in any special way. We're just going to listen all around. Then we'll put the stethoscope away. I'm listening to digestive sounds. You're also going to want to take a listen to the renal arteries, for example. Okay. So I'm going to take a listen here. I'm going to have you take a deep breath in and hold and exhale. Deep breath in. Hold. Exhale. Okay. That's it for our auscultation. So let's go ahead and do some palpation here. And I'm going to start by just pressing my hand along your chest here. And we're going to be just feeling the quality of those beats. Okay. Good. So heaves and thrills here. I'm using the heel of my hand to feel for heaves. And then thrills are with the flats of the fingers. And those are palpable heart murmurs. Okay. Good. I want to feel the temporal arteries here. We auscultated them earlier. Now I would just want to get a little feel of them. Good strength. And the carotid arteries here. Do it one at a time. Good. Other side. Okay. Good. Right. Good strength. So let's go ahead and look at the abdomen here. And I'm going to do some palpation. Just let me know if any of these areas are painful or tender. Anything feel painful at all? Okay. now let's just take a little feel around the liver, the spleen, and the kidneys here. We're just trying to make sure there's no increased size there. Okay, very good. Let's go ahead and just type some things up. So, auscultation. Non-tender organ. Okay, and it's normal. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at your arms and your legs. We'll start with doing just some reflexes, and then we'll take a peek at everything else. So I'm going to get our pupillary reflex here. If I could have you just relax the leg over the table here. Just let it hang nice and loose. Okay, let's see what we can get here. Good, okay, and the other one, just nice and loose. Good. Now let's do our biceps reflex. So I'm going to be tapping right in here, but I'm going to be putting my thumb right there and tapping on my thumbnail instead. So I'm just going to hold your arm, and then we'll tap on my thumb here. So let the arm go nice and loose. Let me take the weight of it here. Good. And the other side. Just nice and loose. Nice and loose. Okay. Go. Good reflexes there. So, do you have any pain at all in the shoulder, elbows, wrists, hands? Okay, good. Any issues with range of movement at all? No. And how about strength? No? Okay, good. So temperature is nice and cool to the touch. The skin's a little sweaty, but gosh, it's been such a humid day, hasn't it? Yes, we had a very deep moist layer in the atmosphere, and if I didn't know any better, I would say that we had the ingredients for some very significant storms, but luckily those storms did not pop off. Very high precipitable water values and a nice high equivalent layer. Okay, now I'm just going to be just feeling the joints as well as look at the capillary refill on your hands here. I quite like looking at weather soundings. It's a lot of information, but most of it is just pattern recognition. And it's nice to be able to look at what the atmosphere is doing so that you can see if you need to be on the lookout for anything in particular. Let's look at your other arm here and your hands. Good temperature. A little clammy. Oh, I know our photograph showed that there just really wasn't any wind movement at all. Not until you got really into the upper levels, and that just didn't help. It was so stagnant. But luckily that was good, because had things popped off, there was no wind shear, no helicity. So I favored more of a left storm movement, which, should things pop off, that favors hailstorms. If it's more right, then that's more tornadic, generally. Cyclonic tornadic. Okay, so take a look at your legs. Again, any issues with range of movement, with pain, strength? Okay, good. How about your feet? Do you experience a lot of swelling in the feet, especially at the end of the day? It's good to hear. And how are your knees doing? Okay, good to hear, nice and strong. The shins look clear. No issues with the skin. And joints feel good, skin feels good. Take a look at the feet. Get some pulses here, so post-tib rather. And on the foot, dorsalis pedis. Good. How about capillary refill? Yeah, that looks good. Okay. And pedal edema here. Nope, no pitting. Good. Okay, so let me go ahead and just finish up our notes here. So, upper, lower extremities. Range of movement, temperature, less than 2 seconds. Okay, excellent. Let me just take a peek at this. Okay, looks like we got everything. So, did you have any questions at all? Okay, very good. Let me go ahead and sign off. Let's see. And we'll close that out. There we are. Now, I'd like to thank you so much for coming into my office for this examination. I'm really glad that you're on the ball about your health, and I hope you have a whale of a day and a good rest of your night. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And a big thank you to my patrons on Patreon, without which I wouldn't be able to make these videos. If you'd like to help support the channel, I have a link to my Patreon in the description box below. I offer early access to videos, Patreon exclusives, and audio downloads of all my content. Thank you again for watching. I hope you have a whale of a day and a good rest of your